Fox 61 News at 10 starts now.
Now at 10, Memphis police disbanding the special unit involved in the Tyree Nichols video. How demonstrators in Connecticut are responding. Plus, a plane crashing in Hartford this afternoon, leaving more questions than answers. And a massive fire at an egg farm where the smoke was seen miles away. The tough update we are sharing involving the chickens there. The Fox 61 News at 10 starts right now. We begin with the pilot hospitalized after a single-engine plane crash at Hartford Brainerd Airport this evening. Thanks for joining us for the News at 10. I'm Carmen Chow. The Connecticut Airport Authority says the crash happened at around 4 this afternoon, shortly after the plane took off. There is still no information on the severity of the pilot's injuries, but we do know the airport remains closed tonight and the crash is under investigation. And we are also learning a massive fire at an egg farm in Basra left as many as 100,000 chickens dead. This happened early this afternoon at a Hillendale egg farm on Schwartz Road. It quickly turned into a 3-alarm fire with as many as 20 companies responding. The Salvation Army on the scene confirmed with firefighters 100,000 chickens sadly perished, but no other injuries have been reported. And a nation still on edge after video is released in the deadly arrest of a man in Tennessee. We're learning just hours ago the city of Memphis permanently disbanded the special Scorpion unit the officers were a part of. Rallies were held across the country last evening, continuing into today with a major focus on police reform. From New York to Los Angeles to Memphis and Philadelphia, thousands of demonstrators taking to the streets, all demanding justice for Tyree Nichols and for the disbandment of that specialized Scorpion unit. Scorpion, which stands for the Scorpion for Street Crimes Operation to Restore Peace in Our Neighborhoods, was first formed in 2021. The hope was cracking down on violent crime, but it's faced controversy over tactics and police officers' conduct. Last night, a group of protesters shut down all lanes of traffic on the Interstate 55 in Memphis by blocking a major bridge for hours. But one man stuck in the traffic said he didn't mind waiting.
They're doing so much demonstrating that they've stopped you right here in traffic.
Man, what that family is going through is just, it just takes my heart. And me sitting in this traffic, I'll sit here the rest of the week compared to what they're going through. It's a tragedy.
All these protests come as less than 24 hours ago, the city of Memphis released video of the almost hour-long incident leading up to 29-year-old Tyree Nichols' death. Now, we do want to show you the video to provide context, but we want to remind you that it does show the brutal beating of Nichols. Due to its graphic nature, we're only showing you a portion of the video. But Fox 61's Sarah Sanchez has a breakdown of the incident.
January 7th, Memphis police pull over 29-year-old Tyree Nichols. The initial reason given by police for the stop, suspected reckless driving, although the police chief has said the department hasn't been able to substantiate the cause for the stop. Listen to the officer's demeanor when they first encounter Nichols. After a struggle, Nichols gets loose. Police try to tase him, but he runs away. Minutes later, other officers catch up to Nichols in a neighborhood. They tackle Nichols, and this is where things escalate. Officers are seen repeatedly punching, kicking, and hitting Nichols with a baton. Pepper spray is deployed again. The attack is so brutal, we've chosen not to air it. Nichols can be heard screaming and at one point calling for his mom. When the encounter is over, body cam video shows police officers milling around while Nichols appears incapacitated and handcuffed on the ground. A half hour from when Nichols is initially tackled, paramedics arrive.
Now, police say an ambulance was called because Nichols complained of shortness of breath. He died 3 days later. The Tennessee Bureau of Investigation said his death was due to injuries sustained during the, quote, use of force incident with officers. His stepfather said Nichols suffered from cardiac arrest and kidney failure. The 29-year-old father was described by his family as a lover of skateboarding and photography. Nichols was set to be on his way home taking pictures when he was pulled over on that night of January 7th. We're also learning tonight one of the 5 officers now facing charges is from Connecticut. Officer Desmond Mills Jr. graduated from Bloomfield High School. This fact hit close to home for some protesters in Connecticut today. Fox 61's DeAndrea Turner was at the protest in Manchester talking with them and what their message, and joins us now in the studio for the latest. DeAndrea?
Well, Carmen, many of those protesters turned out to show the Nichols family support in their time of grief and to push for an end of excessive police violence. Take a listen.
So that's what I'm choosing to uplift today is Tyree as the human being and the complex human being that was full of life and had lots of interests.
Tyree Nichols was a 29-year-old man from Memphis, Tennessee. According to his family, he enjoyed sunsets and skateboarding. These things brought joy to his life. He lost his life on January 10th, 3 days after he was beaten by 5 Memphis police officers who are now being charged with murder.
No mother should go through what I'm going through right now. No mother to lose their child to the violent way that I lost my child.
The body camera video of the beating released on Friday, sparking protests across the country and right here in Connecticut.
Truthfully, even as a white person, it's difficult to watch that type of brutality again against a black man and perpetrated by the police system, the police culture.
One of the 5 officers, Desmond Mills Jr., is from Bloomfield.
And I am hoping that all the officers there, because there were definitely more than 5 at the end of the video, all the officers and first responders who were there get fired and prosecuted as appropriate.
While the group Power Up Connecticut and community members stood in solidarity with the Nichols family from thousands of miles away, their message was to end police brutality and remember Tyree for the person he was.
A human being, a brother of all of us, and so it hits close to home anytime any of this happens throughout the country. It could happen here, it could happen anywhere, and it is.
Officer Desmond Mills Jr. is said to have been a graduate of Bloomfield High School back in 2008. Now, the school did release a statement confirming his graduation. They also said in part that they're aware of the disturbing situation, but said they have no further comment. And as of this, the quote, criminal matter. And the studio, DeAndrea Turner, Fox 61 News.
Well, certainly a lot of tough news to digest tonight, but switching gears to the weather here today was actually a pleasant day. Some areas even touching the 50-degree mark. Let's toss it over to meteorologist Ryan Bryant. Hey, Ryan.
Hi, Carmen. And we saw some sunshine for at least the first half or 2/3 of the day in most spots. 52 in Hartford and Groton, 50 in New Haven, even Willimantic with a high of 50 degrees today. Some clouds moved in this afternoon, and there still are patches of clouds out there tonight. And back to the west, there's a weak weather system with some showers. A lot of this will dry up, but it may mean a few showers late in the day for us tomorrow. So the rest of the night, it doesn't cool off much. Temperatures dropping into the 30s by tomorrow morning. A little bit of sunshine first thing. May actually be a nice sunrise in some towns tomorrow morning. Clouds will be moving in. It's overcast for the afternoon, but mild with temperatures getting to right around 50 degrees once again. And then a few rain showers tomorrow afternoon, late into tomorrow evening. A couple of sprinkles out there too. I don't expect much heavy action, but there will be a few drops to end the day tomorrow. Then on Monday, another chance for a few showers late in the day. Starting to get chillier on Tuesday, but that's just a preview. Look at next Saturday. It could be much colder. I'll be back to talk more about that coming up. Carmen.
All right, Ryan, thank you. 2 separate building fires in New Haven Friday night have left over 24 people without homes. Firefighters were called to Bishop Street just before 7:30 Friday night and then to State Street 2 hours later. There were no injuries reported from either fire, but the New Haven Fire Marshal's office is investigating. One man is in critical condition following a shooting in West Haven this afternoon. Police say this happened near the area of Campbell Avenue and Elm Street. They say the man was taken to the hospital and remains in critical condition. No word on a suspect as they're still investigating. Remembering the late Representative Quentin Williams. His life and legacy was celebrated today at the First Cathedral Church in Bloomfield by family, friends, and colleagues. Williams died in a wrong-way crash on 3 weeks ago after leaving the governor's inaugural ball. He was described as someone who advocated for civil rights, as the first black state representative for the city of Middletown. Those who knew him addressed Williams' mother in the crowd.
That you named your son Soldier. I never knew that was his middle name. And in the Old Testament in the Bible, a parent would give the child a name to reflect what they anticipate their mission or their life was going to be. You knew that he was going to be God's soldier here on earth. And that's what he was. He fought for what was right. He fought for children. He fought for women. And he even fought for me.
The morning before the incident, Williams took his oath for his third term representing the 100th District of Middletown. He was only 39 years old.